the world of Batman 1989 from Mezco. We are continuing with our look at the 5 Points collection. Wave 1, Wave 2 is not out yet, not shipping yet. And now we have the Batmobile. So we will have this look, again, classic Toy Biz and style packaging, even down to the logo of 5 Points and the Toy Biz stylistic there. Yeah, I mean, let me just show you that box. So here's the original Toy Biz box, just so you have it side by side. You can see very similar again. There's that Toy Biz logo, like the Mezco one here. The little call outs here. You know, it looks a little different because it is a little different. So on the back, they have the same sort of like direction the vehicle is facing, although it's a different looking vehicle. The same little call outs that we have here. So we'll be checking all that out. So some questions were answered. How does this work with my Mezco 5 Points Batman? We'll see how he works in there, particularly with that hard back cape. We'll see how he sits in there. How does this compare to the original Toy Biz Batmobile? We will be checking that out. And how does this compare to that amazing Dark Knight Collection Kenner Batmobile, which is probably one of the greatest Batmobiles ever made? We will check that one out too. So stay tuned because we have a lot to look at. All right, let's look at our Batmobile here. So I'm going to take Batman just so we have him ready. Nice and sleek. It's got a nice gloss finish to it all the way around. Underneath you can see some detailing there, rubber tires. Let's go over some of the features. One, the canopy slides. It doesn't open on a hinge like the Batmobile used to. I see 2 seats in there. Very happy about that. You don't see a lot of Batmobiles with 2 seats like there are in the movie. So there are 2 seats in there. You can see a steering wheel. The columns get a bunch of dials and buttons in there. Some nice detailing on the inside. So we got the slide forward, which I love. Let's just test out our Batman. So we're gonna fold him in here. He's gonna, oh, the cape's rubber, so it does move. So it's not, okay, look at that. He sits and there's room for another character. I absolutely love that. So you can get him in there, it slides closed. We're fitting Batman in perfectly. We should have rotating machine guns. Okay, oh no, I'm sorry, these spin around. I'm thinking they were like the Kenner ones. These spin around, we have the machine guns in there, so that's a nice feature. That should wear less than the pop-up. I don't know, I kind of like the spin from the original Kenner one. So we have rotating machine guns. Love that feature in there. And then the last feature we have is this flame attaches in the back here. And it does spin. You can see it spin as the car goes. So that's kind of fun. So the only other additional option is shields. Shields do go on this vehicle, which is essential to have those shields. Again, it's a vacuum form piece, just like the original was. Kind of cost prohibitive to make the shields actually pop up out of the vehicle, although that would be pretty cool. But let's take a look at our original Batmobile from Toy Biz. So the Toy Biz Batmobile did not have a flame or anything back there. They did have an opening trunk. I'm not sure why, because you never actually see Batman's trunk in the movie. I don't even know if he has one. It was a convertible. I don't know why they went with this choice. No canopy. These popped up, and all they did is they shot some missiles. I'm not going to do that right now, but if you essentially push the stick here in the middle, the yellow missiles would fire out. So they weren't machine guns, but they had some functionality there. The dial was just a sticker for all the gauges on there. It was a 2-seater, so they got that right. They did not get the convertible right. Drove me insane that this was a convertible. But it did come with shields. Again, these were vacuum form shields. So they got a lot of the Batmobile right, Toy Biz, when they did their Batmobile. But the convertible part really killed me. I don't know why they did that. It was super annoying for them to do that. But yeah, that drove me insane. The only other Batmobile would be the Kenner Batmobile from the Dark Knight Collection. One of the best Batmobiles, almost perfect. Their machine guns popped out this way. They rotated around. So they had the machine guns, and they stuck up a little bit more than the ones do on the Mezco one. They're less flat, more accented there. So I do love those machine guns. It had a firing, so there was a scene where a little bomb came out. Instead of that, this actually fires. It gets quite a distance in there as a projectile. So you get a projectile missile there. The flames in the back shot out when you pushed the button, and they rotated as well when you drove away. So they took that element here from the Kenner one, except the flame doesn't pop out. That would have been really cool if they had that option where the flame retracted in there. Then I'd say the Mezco one was perfect. This one did not have shields, which was really annoying. I guess you could use the shields from the, if you had the Toy Biz one, they would work, although they were a little bit bulkier. These ones are too tiny, so you can't really get shields for it, and the canopy was on a hinge, so it would open up. There was only room for one figure in there. The steering column, again, stickers on all the dials. So that was annoying that they didn't have the sort of the canopy on the slide, which it looks like they even had like a slide cut in there, but they didn't end up using it. So that takes a point off, and not having shields. Otherwise, this would have been perfect. But this Mezco one does fix everything that was wrong with the Toy Biz. Fixes some of the stuff wrong with the Kenner, because you have the shields now. And, you know, it has all those features. You have to manually put the flame in, but it would have been cooler. I wouldn't say it would have been perfect if it just had a pop-out flame. It was really close to being a perfect Batmobile toy, but I do like how they did the machine guns here with this rotate feature. I just wish they were a little bit more accented, but then they'd clip when they spin around. That's why the flip on the Kenner design was a little bit better. And if they had that little bomb to pop out of the front, then you could have had all the functionality. But nice rubber tires, nice slide feature, 2 seats, unlike the Kenner one. So you actually can fit both your figures in there. There's no Kim Basinger figure yet, so they haven't added her in there. Yeah, you could fit the Batman, and he's got that slide functionality. So this is a pretty solid Batmobile, I want to say. One of the best ones out there currently. I haven't had a chance to review the Spin Master one, but I'm guessing this is just a little bit better, particularly with the shields on there. And then you have these plastic lights in the back, translucent lights, to add a little functionality there. There's no like light up feature, but you can see the little mimicking the glass aspect of it. So a lot of detail. Great job on this Batmobile, and again, a great homage piece, and it fixes almost everything that was wrong with the Kenner one. So I'm kind of happy that they added the shields back into this one. So nice piece, nice display, goes with your 89 set. It's going to be essential, and it wraps up our look at the current 89 figures from Mezco 5 Points. And there we go. We have our 3 Batmobiles. We have our Toy Biz, our Kenner, and our brand new Mezco one right here in the middle. Obviously, shields on some of these, other ones not so much. But I like how they were able to take the great concept of the shields, the vacuum form, bring that over. Take the great concept of the machine guns, bring that over. Take the the spinning flame, bring that over, and then improve on it with the sliding canopy. Go to the 2-seater like the Toy Biz one had, and then just take the best of both worlds here and put it into a much better Batmobile that is essentially nearly perfect, in my opinion. It would have just been really cool if this was ejectable instead of having the manually inserted. I just don't like that step, and I just love the ejectable flame on the original Kenner one. That was just fun. Then you could just have that, man, here I go, I'm taking off with the flame, and not have to keep adding that every time. So as a toy, that was awesome to have on there. As a collector's display piece, it doesn't really matter as much. So in that aspect, I would say it's amazing. But as a toy, to be able to have that action feature, and then hard plastic rubber tires on this one. So another improvement there. So yeah, I mean, this is a really solid Batmobile. Love this one. Can't wait to see what's next. Other than the 3 figures we know that are coming out, I hope they keep going with this line, maybe a Batwing, I don't know. But to add the other characters in there as well. We'll see. Commissioner Gordon figure would be fun in the original line. I don't know where else they can go, but other than the the leads. But they could have the mime version of Joker, and they could keep adding more goons. There's plenty to do with this line. So that's all for this time. We'll have more Mezco Batman 89 coverage when we get those new figures. And stay tuned for our coverage of STCC, where we might see the next wave on display, because they do tease new 5 Points figures. So we'll just have to wait and see. So like, subscribe, and follow. See you guys next time.